Okay, and one of the other things that the police department is doing as we move out of this pandemic is starting our ACORNS unit. And that is the Addressing Crisis Through Outreach, Referrals, Networking, and Service. And that'll be a team of officers and social workers that address people and incidents experiencing mental health crisis. So just today I referred something to one of the personnel on that team to look into. So that's, mental health. A lot of the things that the police department deals with involves somebody suffering a crisis. It may not seem on the surface to a complainant that the person they're calling about is suffering a mental health crisis, and it may not immediately seem that obvious to the police officer. But after a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds, sometimes the officers can tell. The CIT trained officers are very aware of the symptoms and signs of persons experiencing a crisis, so they can recognize that. They can hopefully address the person's problems or concerns through services other than being arrested. So if we can divert somebody to a service that can help get them out of the crisis or away from something that's causing their crisis, that helps us, because then there may not be a repeat of that situation. Arresting a person for a mental health reason is not always the best answer to that, and it doesn't help solve a future issue of the same sort. You've heard people say that we can't arrest ourselves out of certain problems, and mental health crisis is not something we can arrest ourselves out of. That is something that needs to be handled by mental health professionals, and with the police in a supporting role. But mental health professionals need to take be the tip of the spear for this response.